Hey guys, Ken's97 Stowe 171 back for another American Truck Simulator video. In the last video, we tested out a Peterbilt with a bunch of different engines in it. Hope you enjoyed that. Um, I mentioned in that video that I discovered that Kenworth had a new truck available. Here's some of the cool day cabs. I have a few of these. I have one of these in my fleet. Um, Maybe need to do some videos with that. I have in the past. They're older videos, but I was looking through here. So we've been doing a bunch of videos with W900s. We built one together and did a long haul in it. Here's the T680 2014 model, which is all they had, newest. Again, W900, 6800, 2014 model, 2014 model. But here on the last page is this new T6800 from the modern era. This is the new truck that's now available. I've never seen it, so we will be looking at this for the first time together. I've never looked inside this truck. Don't know what it's available, what features are available, what engines are available. It says 430 horsepower, um, but that doesn't, you'll have to see what's available. So let's go into custom configuration. So this is what is going to replace the W900 essentially. I have a suspicion digital mirrors may be available because these mirrors are much smaller than normal. See how small they are? They're usually mirrors are bigger. So I'm thinking that there's a digital mirror system, but we will find out together. So let's see on the axle. Okay, so all you can do is 6x4 for now. On the engines, let's do only the available what's available from this is the this one will give you one additional engine and I think some transmissions, but let's just leave all those in there. So none of the Detroits or other cool engines are available. Find this with the Cascadia too. You can't buy a brand new Cascadia in the game and put a Detroit 60 series in it from 1985. They won't let you do that, and you couldn't do it legally in the U.S. Um, so 430 horsepower up to 510 horsepower. So let's do that. Let's see what the transmissions are available. Comes with this Packard 12-speed. That Allison TC10 Custom is available. I'd be inclined to go that route, although this is an automatic also. Final drive ratio is lower. Maybe I've never driven this transmission. Maybe we ought to stick with it and try it. And then there's an Eaton here too. Maybe we'll just stick with that and just try it first and see. We'll drive it together and see what it's like. So we'll stick with that. Inside the cabin, here we go. Yep, digital mirrors. There we go. Digital gauge cluster. I like the fact that the digital mirrors are kind of split between. It's pretty good placement. Sometimes they're a little too far forward and block a little bit of this. Sometimes they're over here and block a little bit of that. That's nice. Wow. It's got a table. So this one doesn't, oh, maybe there is a bunk bed up there too, built in. Interesting that the bunk bed doesn't fold down. It's just smaller, I think, and recessed a little bit. Some shelving up there and storage. It's a high roof. There's some storage up here. This is really nice, actually. My old Freightliner had this. I really appreciated having just some loose items right here. This is a little cargo net right here, so you can put stuff back there. Because from the driver's seat, you actually can reach up and grab something from right there. CB radio hook. It's got the telematics built in. That's probably a dash cam or something. It's got a few buttons and switches and some gauges. Let's see what the color choices are. Actually, that silver is pretty good looking. Um, that's kind of cool. So that's it. No custom colors available. Surprised the other W. Oh, that was for W900 only. Was paint jobs. Oh, there were some other ones up here. These are just straight blue, green, orange, red, custom color, anthracite, century black, gold metallic. That's kind of neat looking with the black. It kind of highlights it nicely. I think that looks good too, though. Let's just stay with that for now. That's the factory color. Now we get to see what customizations are available, and I'm really curious what we can actually do here. Um, so you can put a chrome. It's got a little chrome piece there. Oversized load sticker. Um, arrow. So there's two different. I can't actually see any difference between these two. Okay, I see. Right here at the edge in front of the tire, there's a little arrow package right by the tire. So we'll leave that. Okay, can't change that. LED headlights, can't change that. Warning flags, that'll be standard mirrors. In real life, you would probably put those on there, although with the digital mirror system, you probably don't need it. Kenworth badge, aluminum. Oh, that's the sometimes these buttons, see, it's actually for something that's back here. I don't know why they do that. There's a short hood. There's no other option though. It is a pretty short hood, isn't it? It's got a pretty short nose. Um, so you can do, there's an arrow job right there. So the camera must be in here. That's stock. That'll be number plate. That'll be number plate. Standard cabin lights, the ones there at the top. On the rims, it comes with standard Kenworth rims. Let's see what else is available. The fact that they're black is kind of cool. And the shadow ones are available. The wide won't fit. Just Kenworth steel wheels. I guess those are steel. It says aftermarket part, but could be part of the Kenworth package. We might go with the shadow because there's shadow wides available for the rear, and I generally like super singles better. So let's do shadow. They already have caps that are shadowed, and nothing really changed there. Change the tire. So we now have a bunch of tire choices. I downloaded a bunch of tire options. Um, so did a Goodyear. I downloaded a Goodyear package. Um, interesting. I guess you can paint these. You can paint the lettering on them. Um, interesting. Usually the most expensive. They don't give you really a rating. Those you can paint the lettering on. I see if you wanted. Maybe we'll do those. Energy, endurance, X line. That's a Michelin X line. Yeah, that's part of it. It's a licensed part. That's a licensed part. That's a licensed part. Um, I wish they gave you some. Maybe on the rears, it may tell us the like it'll give you a rating A, B, C, D for wet, traction, dry, endurance, energy, that kind of thing. So let's wait. Um, let's do that though. Let's do raised white letter. That's kind of neat. Um, that standard aluminum, standard, can't change it. It's got the aero package already on it. 100th anniversary Kenworth the badging. It's got 260-gallon fuel tanks. Can't change that. Chrome, can't change that. You can pick a bottom exhaust, which it has. So the exhaust, a lot of new trucks are doing this, where the exhaust comes out on the bottom. The Euro trucks are that way too. Standard, standard. It's on there. I don't know what the hell that is. Double radiant front. Oh, it's lights. Don't really need those. We already looked at that. It's got them on there. Standard. Standard air conditioning or not air conditioning. It's already on there. The front mud flaps, classic plastic. Can't do anything about it. You can have it be, it's already badged Kenworth. So let's change these rear wheels here to shadow wide. The lug nuts are already capped. And it's got Kenworth. They're painted already. So there's a bunch of other options. You do chrome if you wanted them chrome in the middle, but we'll just stick with the factory part. That's fine. Let's take a look at the tires here. Interesting, it's the same. It doesn't give you the statistics on the tires. Okay, so maybe we should match them to the front. So let's do one we can paint. So we had a choice of Michelin X1 line, X1 Energy, or the Goodyear DuraSeal. Let's do the Michelin X1 Energy line, and we'll paint them like that. We'll do the same here, and then we'll match the tires on the front. Actually, let's do it now. Michelin X-Line Energy, Multi-Energy. The logo is a little different. I wish they matched. Let's see. X-Line, X-Line. Let's make a match. Yeah, the labeling is a little smaller on that one. So let's do this. Let's do that. Raised white letter, kind of cool. And then on the rears, we'll do shadow wide. We kept that all the same. Tire, energy. There we go. In the back here, got Aero LED. It's all stock. It's got the Kenworth white lettering. So again, with these new trucks, like this. There's just not that much customization that you can do. Let's take a look at the inside, see if there's anything we can do. Standard number plate. It's just accessories you can put. Honestly, these are cool, and you know, a real truck driver, if it was really your truck, you would do this. In game, honestly, they just I don't know, don't really do anything. Painted camera, again, you know, like something to hang. Got your standard mirror. This will be, you can put like a lunch box or something. And 100th anniversary seats. Again, you can put a bag. You can put something, a cap on the table, pillow. Again, something to lay around. So there's nothing else on the interior to customize that I can see. Okay, so the cameras are right there under the mirrors, which is smart. It's a good place to put them. Never driven this truck before, so pretty cool. I think we're ready to go because there's only the one kind of sleeper. There's only one kind of frame. We picked the most powerful stock PACCAR engine. This is an option. It's not a factory part. That's a factory part. We're going to start with the PACCAR 12-speed transmission just to see how it drives. I've never driven that. We may find that this Allison 10-speed works better. It's got a torque multiplier in it. Taller rear ratio, but less gear ranges. 8.57 to 6, 1443 to 12 to 7.77. So, but let's try the PACCAR 12 to start with. That's a part, that's a factory part. That's not, and that's not. So this is the only transmission available standard. We already looked at the interior. We already picked a paint job. That'll be fine. It's a good, I think it's a good looking, modern looking truck. The nose is quite short. Um, you know, it's not a cab over, but it's pretty short. So, all right, guys. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good with the raised white letter, with the white letter tires and the blacked out wheels. It's pretty cool. All right, guys. So let's confirm our order. Purchase. We're going to stick it in Las Cruces into this blank spot. I deleted one of the Kenworth K900s that we built. I had a duplicate. Basically, it was similar to the one we built together, so I just deleted that one. We'll stick it there. And now let's go drive it. So, truck manager. Got our freight. Kenworth. Drive it. Going to reassign the one we're currently driving to Las Cruces and drive the Kenworth Sleeper. Yes. I think we end up in Phoenix where we were. Don't know though. Yes, we're still in Phoenix. So we can still run it down that same section. We just did all our test drives. Let's get our steering wheel and everything adjusted correctly for us. Field of view. It's probably wide enough. We might be able to go a little more in. So you can still see this mirror. And we have the digital mirror, so we don't really need to see as much with this mirror. Okay, so let's adjust the mirrors. Actually, you know what? Let's start it up. very quiet because now the mirrors are powered up and we'll be able to see left convex. Oh, left. Mm, there's the side of the truck. Out, right. Um, side. You can see the edge of the. Okay. Um, without a trailer behind us, we don't really know. Um, do wish you could move these like up to the top edge, get them the hell out of your way. Let's see if there's anything we can actually see on that display cluster. So that's that. You can do that. Off. That's probably your lane keeper or blind spot monitoring. That has a lot more information on it. Can't read any of it, or you want it simple. Interesting how sometimes that bottom part's gray, like when it's like that. Then it goes off. Let's do that. That has more information. I'll tell you what, just for the hell of it, let's adjust my seat um, and let's do the field of view. Oh, wrong way. So we have oil temperature, torque, air pressure, primary and secondary, oil. Oh, that first one was oil temperature, oil pressure, fuel, coolant temperature, fuel economy, and fuel restriction. Interesting. I don't know what that one is. Let's look at some of the others. Air, oil, coolant, fuel, depth. More simple, maybe. So you would do the thumb wheel to. We looked at that one. So basic, and then like that, off. Kind of like that one, it gives you more information. Can't read the damn thing, not from my normal point of view, but worth it to do. Might be able to do 70 degrees. Can still see that. Okay. All right, guys. So oh, okay. We need to change something because I am still in um, manual sequential mode. Real automatic, high power mode. That's smart sequential shifting. That's what you would do in real life, probably. It's got two reverse feeds. So the repair place is right there to our right, where we were playing with the truck before. Pretty good turning radius pulling out of there. Well, maybe I have found a new truck that I prefer over the Cascadia. Um, we'll have to go back in and see. I don't remember what the power output numbers were. We're running a pack car. With the Cascadia, I do believe you were able to have, there were some other transmission choices. Nice little turbo whistle. I think I like the display. The speedometer is large enough. He's going to go down the goddamn on ramp, too. So we'll just sit right here. We'll just sit right here and let him get down there, and then we'll try an acceleration run. All right, so it'll go 90 miles an hour, 90, probably 100 if we let it go here long enough. Would probably not do this with a trailer behind us, but it'll go 100. It is definitely an automated manual transmission because of the pause between the shifts, where the Allison is a true hydro automatic, planetary automatic. I think with the Cascadia, there's a slightly better view out the front window. Like the dashboard is a little higher in this truck, maybe a little bit less view of the road. I'm not really sure. But it certainly will go plenty fast. Maybe we go back to that service center and try putting the Allison in it. The Allison is a mod part, though. It is not a factory part. But it'd be kind of fun to see what it's like with that 10-speed, 2 less gears, but with better torque multiplication and faster shifts. Then what we need to do is haul some freight with it, which we can do. These automated manuals are definitely a little slow to figure out what they want to do. It's no better with an actual manual transmission. Well, because they're basically the same. See how it's like, and then it pauses longer than it's actually thrusting. This might be a more robust transmission, capable of more wear and tear. I don't know. We'll go back and we'll try the Allison just to see what the top speed difference is, what the acceleration's like. I think it's quicker than the Cascadia. Cascadia is going to be a cheaper truck. Ooh. Cascadia is going to be a less expensive truck to purchase, probably. All right. So let's go in and let me just look at the engine real quick. 510 horsepower. No, I'm wrong. The Cascadia had a 520 horsepower option, so a little more power. But let's change the transmission to the Allison TC10. This other option would be this Eaton 12-speed with a retarder. Is a little, the differentials are shorter. Ratio is slightly taller. Let's try the Allison just to see. Again, it's the more expensive transmission option. Usually means it's the better choice, but you don't know. think our top speed's going to be lower. See how much faster it shifts though? And the ratios down low are pretty good. We'll go to the top of that on ramp, start from a standing start, and you'll see how fast almost like a sports car. Actually, I don't know whether you could really do that with one of these engines. Having this sudden RPM drop like that, might not really work in real life. I don't know. Certainly makes drivability easier. Um, there's an old car right there, an old station wagon. So it might have a lot more acceleration because of the torque multiplication. So it might be for heavy load stuff where you're not going to go that fast. It might be better to have the Allison again if it was a realistic situation, which maybe it's not. All right. There we go. 8, 9. So we'll see what the top speed's going to be. Probably not 100, but 90 would work. I was going to go down and go farther, but that was about the most speed we're going to get. Yeah, I don't think it was going to go any faster. Look how fast it goes through the gears, though. There's a reason why people like Allison transmissions. They are very smooth shifting. And they're really great at torque multiplication. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. So that's the new Kenworth T680, 666 T680. Sorry. Be interesting to try that last 12-speed manual transmission. Maybe it shifts quicker. That PACCAR transmission was A little slow. What you see that truck? What that car just did? From right lane to left lane and back. The fuck? What the fuck are you doing? He's going the speed limit. Is what he's doing. I'm the one that's over here screwing around. So what we need to do is take this truck out and do a load with it. Put a trailer behind it. I'm going to make that a separate video because we're already at 40 minutes, which I did not intend. I think what we ought to do is put the stock transmission back in it and then put a load behind it. It might behave better with some weight behind it. Um, it was kind of acting like it didn't know what to do. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go in and double check it real quick and just see if there's any other choices we could make. I don't think there were. This is the only stock part. DLC Kenworth T680. That's a mod. That's a mod. And that's a mod. Both of these are expensive. So again, look if you look at the ratios, 1443 to 0.77, 1420 to 60. So it's a taller end ratio, but the differential is 3.55 versus 264. So this is much taller. That's why we were able to go 100 miles an hour in it. I'm guessing loaded, we're going to have a much different experience. That tall gearing is there for fuel economy. I don't know, but we're gonna put that transmission back in it since that's what came with it. And then maybe we'll do like we did last time, where or we did this one other time where we'll get a load and we will um, go on a trip and then try changing transmissions partway through and see what the difference is. I don't think there was anything else we wanted to customize. We did everything else. So let's do that. And then in the next video, we will try taking it on a load, taking it on a trip, maybe with something, reasonably heavy, 40,000 pounds or something, kind of a normal weight. All right, guys, I think that'll be it. You guys have a wonderful day, and Ken's 97 still 171 signing off. Be safe out there.